Welcome back, and let's talk about patient's usual GP and billing intervals. Patient's usual GP. Care plans can only be performed by a patient's usual GP. Definition. A patient's usual GP means the GP or a GP working in the medical practice that has provided the majority of care to the patient over the previous 12 months and or will be providing the majority of care to the patient over the next 12 months. Let's dissect this definition. As you can see, patient's usual GP doesn't mean one person. It can be another GP who works in the medical practice that provided majority of care. So it's all about the practice, not a particular GP. Why is that? I think, I may be wrong, but I think this rule has been designed to assist patients in getting timely service because of the absence of their regular GPs. So that's why Medicare says GP or a GP working in a medical practice that has provided the majority of care. In other words, it is perfectly okay to perform a care plan or a care plan review for the patient of your colleague at the same practice when necessary. When is necessary? One of those cases can be long-term absence of your colleague. A GP at your practice went on holiday for 4, 5, 6 weeks and patient needs care plan review or a new care plan in order to continue seeing allied health professionals. Should patient wait for the return of their GP, or can you perform a care plan and enable the patient to see allied health professionals sooner? Of course, that's something to consider. Why do you have to perform GP care plan and team care arrangement or care plan review? Why not just issue EPC referral or allied health professional referral to support patient until his or her usual GP is back from holidays? Unfortunately, it's impossible because allied health professional referral is provider number sensitive. So if you issue a referral to physiotherapist, you have to have a care plan built under your provider as well. Otherwise, Medicare will not pay physiotherapists. That happened a lot. So you will have to review care plan, bill item 732 or 732 and 732, and issue allied health professional referral for a patient to see physio, or podiatrist, or dietitian. So that is why you can perform care plan for your colleague during the absence of your colleague. Let's talk again about the definition. A patient's usual GP means the GP or a GP working in a medical practice that has provided the majority of care to the patient over the previous 12 months and or will be providing the majority of care to the patient over the next 12 months. That's very interesting. It means that patient had to be very regular patient of your practice in the preceding 12 months. How do we know that patient has been a regular patient of your practice? Well, it is just a fair assumption. So if you see that patient has been seen regularly at the practice, you can make a fair assumption that patient is a regular patient of your practice. Okay, how do you find out, how do you know that patient will be seeing you, yourself, or your colleague at this practice regularly in the future? Well, we can just ask that question. We just ask that question. We ask the patient, John, I hope I will see you for all your future healthcare needs at this practice, and wait for the response. So the patient, John, might say, yes, I've just moved into this area and I will be coming here regularly. I will be seeing GPs at this practice regularly. That means that John has an intention to be a regular patient of this practice in the next 12 months or so. Billing frequency. Item 721 GPMP can be billed every 12 months. However, Medicare recommends billing every 24 months. Similarly, item 723 team care arrangement can be billed every 12 months. However, the recommended frequency is 24 months. GPMP review and team care arrangement can be billed every 3 months. However, Medicare recommends billing it every 6 months. I'm often asked the question, why we are giving such a leeway? So we can bill it in 12 months but recommend it in 24 months. I don't know the answer. However, a consensus amongst GPs is that complexity is the determinator of the frequency of billing of care plans. The more complex the case, the more frequently we perform care plan or care plan review. Who determines complexity of the case? A GP. This is a pure clinical judgment by a general practitioner. For example, if there were new conditions diagnosed during the care plan in the last 6 months or in the last 12 months, or patient's condition deteriorated, or there were side effects, the lifestyle intervention failed, or another lifestyle intervention is needed, that all determines complexity. CDM services can also be provided more frequently in exceptional circumstances. And when we say exceptional, that means exceptional circumstances, where there has been a significant change in patient's clinical condition or care circumstances, such as development of comorbidities or complications, deteriorating condition, illness, death of carer, that require a new GP management plan, team care arrangement, or review service. It has to be dramatic. It has to be a dramatic change. It has to be dramatic change. Please note, approval by Medicare is not guaranteed. So, notating exceptional circumstances on a Medicare billing form doesn't guarantee that Medicare will pay for that care plan. So be prepared for that. Co-billing or unrelated services. Item 721, 723, 732 cannot be billed with any consultation item. VR or non-VR, no consultation item can be billed together with a care plan. It can be a service incentive payment item or consultation item. That cannot be billed. That will be rejected by Medicare. However, items 721, 723, 732 can be billed with mental health items. 2713, 2712, 2715, 2717, and so on and so forth. Items 721, 723, 732 can be billed with all other items, with spirometry item, HMR, assessment items. However, you need to be beware of the requirements of co-billing or requirements for unrelated items. In a nutshell, in order to bill two Medicare items together, the services for those items need to be unrelated. And not only they need to be unrelated, it means that they involve different body systems. For example, care plan has been done for diabetes, but mental health plan has been done for depression. So that involves two different body systems. Not only that, there has to be an element of those two items to be not deferrable for later. So you couldn't do, there was a reason why you couldn't do one of those items later. Poor compliance, patient, there is some uncertainty that patient is coming back regularly or as regularly as you want that patient to come back. So it has to be unrelated, and it has to be a reason why you do those two items together today without waiting, without doing it another time.